So this next soap is a Basil Sage Mint Soap by Nature's Garden. It smells so good, y'all. My friend Sally came over when I was taping all this and she was like, "Oh, Angela, that smells so good." So this soap is a 4-layered green soap. It has mica lines, 3rd time's the charm. Right, I've tried this 2 other times. The first time I got too much mica and so the layers fell apart. The second time I didn't put enough mica in and so you couldn't see any of the mica lines. So this time, hopefully, I've got some mica lines going on between these 4 different green layers. And then I did piping on the top with the 4 different colors. This soap will be available July 21st in my Etsy store. I launched my store yesterday on June 14th, so I will put the link to that store below. Check out my soap. If you like what you see, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and maybe leave a comment below. Have a blessed day, y'all. So today we'll be using Basil Sage Mint from Nature's Garden. This is going to be a layered soap, so I'm using 4 different kinds of green. This one is a moss green with titanium dioxide. We also have sea green mica, and I'm putting sparklies in that, also by Nurture Soap Supply. And this is bio glitter, so it disintegrates once it goes into landfills and water supplies and all that good stuff. We also have green vibrance mica by Nurture Soap Supply, and one of my all-time favorites is the Celadon green mica powder. So that's what we're doing today. All right, for this soap, we start by putting in the lye water solution. And then I will mix this to light emulsion. You have to have lye in order to make cold process soap or soap at all. Otherwise, you just have oil. Okay, so what I've done here is I have taken my soap batter, which was about 85, and I have dumped it up into 4 different equal parts. So they're all 4 green, but they all have about 21 ounces of oil in them. So I've got 4 different colors here. You can't see the colors, I know. But when you're doing a layered soap, it's super important that all the layers are, well, equal. I'm also going to have a little bit left over, I'm hoping, each, so that I can do some piping on the top. The other secret is when you're doing these layers, because my fragrance oil does accelerate a little bit, you only put it in the layer that you're working with at the time. So I'm not going to put all this oil all in and mix it all up because I will have soap on a stick and then I won't be able to pour it. So I'm going to do 1 layer at a time, put the oil in into 1 layer, pour it, put it into the next one, pour it, put it into the next one, and pour it so that I don't have that problem. Little tips and tricks here. All right, so I've got this kind of sea foamy green here, and that's going to be my bottom layer. Now my goal is to make it as equal as possible. You see it's already starting. And I'm holding this up, the camera up a little bit so you can see actually what's going on here. So take your spatula and you just kind of even it out like so. So just kind of balance it down. You balance it down so you got even keels all over the place. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. I'm in a silly mood today, y'all. Just beware. My kids are in camp. My husband is asleep. I had 11 hours of sleep last night, which was so fabulous. Okay, so 3rd time's a charm. I have tried mica line. This is the 3rd time now that I've tried this. The first time I got it too heavy. The second time I got it too light. So this time I'm going to do it just right. This is a coffee filter. No, it's never had coffee in it, ever. And this is what I'm going to use. So the goal is to get it all over, but not to get too heavy and not to get too light either. So I've been told you just cover it. I really need to be working from the other side, don't I, folks? I know, the hands keep getting in the way. If I blow it around a little bit. They blew it, so it kind of spread out. So we'll see if that works. Okay, so I have a mica line hopefully going on there. Now I'm going to put on the second layer now. And this is Celadon green mica. It comes out kind of ucky colored, to be honest, but it brightens up after it hardens. So this is one of my favorites, actually, because it's kind of a secret. You get it in, you go, I don't really like that color, and then when it actually comes out, it's gorgeous. One of my favorite colors ever. All right, so I've got the mica in. I'm doing the third layer now. So we'll see. I hope that these mica lines come out, because that's, all right, here's the next and final layer. Alrighty, look at this. Ooh, pretty. That's very pretty. I love it. Why does soap make me happy? I mean, really? It's just soap, right? It's just soap. But it like really makes me happy. Oh, I don't know. All you soapers out there, if you know what it is about soaping that makes you happy, put it in the description box below. Not the description box, hello, the comment section below. Because like, I'm interested. I want to know, what is it about soaping that makes you happy? Why is it? All right, here we go with the piping. I've only gotten 3 out of the 4 colors in. And the goal is to have all 4 colors come out, which is not happening yet, which is why I'm going right down the middle. All right, friends, the last thing I'm gonna do, I have put gold brilliance, I believe, gold sparkle mica. I put gold sparkle mica on top of this. And the next thing I'm gonna do to lock it all down is this is rubbing alcohol. Ooh, see my hands looking. Woo, darling. All right, the last thing I do is I put this on here, and this will lock down all of the mica so that it adheres to the top of the soap. All right, I'll be back in, really, I take 24 to 48 hours, and we will see what this soap does. Okay, now we are at the cutting of the soap. So I was kind of worried because, well, in the last piece, you were seeing that it was all brown, and that brown has turned into that Celadon green color. That Celadon green does that. it morphs it turns brown, it turns different colors of green, and then in the end it turns into the Celadon green. And I do have mica lines. I cut one piece just to make sure, and I do have mica lines. Yay!
The mica lines are so pretty in here. And now she's cutting this up.
It's really hard because it's been in here for like over 48 hours.
Yep.
Look at this. We have mica lines. Now the funny thing is they are not even.
They're definitely not even.
They're not even. You know, you live and learn, but there's the top of it. And that is gold mica that I put on the top, and I have put rubbing alcohol on it.
And it's a high top soap.
Look at the mica lines. Now again, not even, but it's got mica lines. Okay. Mica lines.
They're a little more straight this time, don't you think? Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of faint, but straight.
We got mica lines. This is the brown color you were seeing before was this Celadon green mica by Nurture Soap. It was brown originally, and it goes back. It did go back into the Celadon green. It's the morphing mica.
Yes. Show us that part.
All right. Again, if you're interested, these bars of soap will be available in my Etsy shop on July 21st, 2018.